Hey there, transformation leaders. Welcome back to Unlock, Empower, Transform with your girl, Che Blackmon. This is episode 4. And honey, do I have a story for you today? You know what? Let me start with a confession. I used to think the Detroit Lions were just, well, let's say they weren't exactly known for their winning culture. As a Detroit girl and longtime Avid fan, I settled for being pleased that we looked good in our silver and Honolulu blue. But then something extraordinary happened that completely changed my perspective on what's possible when leaders get serious about transformation. Today we're diving into the Detroit Lions leadership lesson, what Dan Campbell teaches us about high-value culture. And trust me, this isn't just about football. This is about the kind of leadership that creates breakthrough results in any organization. Picture this: you inherit an organization with a 65-year history of underperformance. The culture is toxic, morale is in the basement. Everyone expects you to fail. Sound familiar? That's exactly what Dan Campbell walked into when he became head coach of the Detroit Lions in 2021. But here's where it gets interesting, and why I feature this transformation extensively in my book, High Value Leadership: Transforming Organizations Through Purposeful Culture. Campbell didn't do what most leaders do. He didn't come in guns blazing with new systems and processes. Instead, he did something revolutionary. He focused on the humans first. I've spent over 2 decades transforming organizational cultures, and let me tell you, this man understood something that most executives miss entirely. Culture isn't something that happens to your organization. Culture is your organization. Campbell's first move? He sat down with every single player, not to talk strategy, not to review performance metrics, to understand their stories, their struggles, their dreams. Now, you might be thinking, Che, that sounds nice and fluffy, but what about results? Girl, let me tell you about results. The Lions went from being the laughingstock of the NFL to making the playoffs for the first time in decades. They transformed from a team where players wanted to be traded to a destination where free agents were begging to play. But here's what really gets me excited. It wasn't just about winning games. Campbell created what I call a high-value culture, where authenticity, grit, and collective success became the foundation for everything they did. All right, let's get practical. Here are 3 immediately actionable lessons from Campbell's playbook that you can implement starting Monday morning. Takeaway. Number 1, lead with vulnerability, not authority. Campbell did something that would make most executives break out in hives. He showed up authentically vulnerable. In press conferences, he got emotional. He admitted when he didn't have all the answers. He cried when his team struggled. And you know what happened? His players started trusting him more, not less. Here's your action step. This week, in one leadership interaction, share a genuine struggle or learning moment instead of projecting perfection. Watch how it changes the dynamic in the room. Takeaway number 2, make values visible and visceral. Campbell didn't just post values on the wall, he made them feel real. Their grit culture wasn't a cute slogan. It was demonstrated through how they practiced, how they prepared, how they supported each other through setbacks. In my consulting work, I see organizations with beautiful value statements that are absolutely meaningless because leaders don't embody them. Campbell made sure every decision, every practice, every meeting reinforced their cultural foundation. Your action step. Pick one of your organization's values and identify 3 specific ways you'll demonstrate it this week through your actions, not your words. Takeaway number 3, celebrate the journey, not just the destination. Here's where Campbell got really smart. He celebrated progress, not just perfection. He acknowledged improvement even when they lost games. He highlighted individual growth alongside team achievements. Most leaders only celebrate when the big wins happen. Campbell understood that transformation happens in the daily moments of growth and effort. Your action step. Before this week ends, recognize someone on your team for their effort and improvement, regardless of whether the final outcome met expectations. All right, Let's put my expertise to work for you right now with a quick exercise I call the culture temperature check. Take out your phone and set a timer for 60 seconds. I want you to think about your team or organization and rate these three areas on a scale of 1 to 10. 1. Psychological safety. Can people speak up, make mistakes, and be authentic without fear? 2. Shared purpose. Does everyone understand and feel connected to the why behind the work? 3. Growth mindset. Are challenges viewed as opportunities rather than threats? Start your timer now. Okay, time's up. If any of those scores were below a 7, you've got transformation work to do. And honestly, even if they were all 8s or 9s, there's still room to grow. The Lions didn't become great overnight. Campbell's transformation took 3 years of consistent, intentional culture building. But the foundation was laid in those first crucial months when he established trust and clarity about what they were building together. Now, what I've shared today is just the tip of the iceberg. In High Value Leadership, Transforming Organizations Through Purposeful Culture, I break down Campbell's entire transformation framework across 4 comprehensive parts: the foundational principles of high value leadership, practical implementation strategies for building high performance teams, advanced techniques for navigating complex change and crisis leadership, measurement systems for sustaining long-term transformation. Plus, I'm connecting this with case studies from Netflix, other successful transformations, and frameworks I've used with my own clients over 2 decades. And here's what has me really excited. I'm launching the High Value Leadership Accelerator course soon. This isn't going to be another generic leadership program. We're talking about a comprehensive system for creating the kind of transformational results Campbell achieved with the Lions, but adapted for your industry and your specific challenges. The link is below to sign up for the waitlist. If you want to be among the first to know when enrollment opens, make sure you're following along here and engaging with this content. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me, what's one culture challenge you're facing in your organization right now? Don't give me the corporate speak version, give me the real talk. What's really keeping you up at night when it comes to your team or your workplace culture? I read every single comment, and I will use your questions to shape future episodes. Your challenges become our collective learning opportunities. And if you haven't grabbed your Free Shield Resilience Strategy Guide yet, the link is below in the description. This guide breaks down my proven framework for building personal resilience while leading organizational transformation, because, honey, you can't pour from an empty cup. The Detroit Lions proved that even the most challenging transformation is possible when leaders commit to putting people first and building authentic, values-driven cultures. Your organization's Lions moment is waiting. The question is, are you ready to lead it? I'm Che Blackmon, and this has been Unlock, Empower, Transform. Until next time, keep building cultures where overlooked talent thrives and authentic leadership transforms workplaces.